welcome back. I'm Colton from Ankeny Van Builds, and today, if you can see behind me, we're going to be putting up some shiplap walls. So all the pre-wiring is done and the walls are going up. So it's a super exciting video. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below, leave a comment, and hit that like button, and let's just jump right into it. Now I bought 20 of these 8-foot pre-primed shiplap boards. Each of them are 6 inches wide, and my very first tip before we start putting them up is to paint them. They're primed, yes, they already look white, but I'm telling you, if you actually paint it, it's so much cleaner looking, it looks so much better. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna paint it before we put it in, because that way we aren't painting it while it's already up on the walls and leaving a huge mess in the van. So let's get to painting. So with all of the paint dry, it's time to finally install it. I'm going to be using the wood glue and the nail gun to install these to the studs that we built in before. Other than that, let's just jump right into it. Typically when installing shiplap, you want to start at the bottom, you want to start at the floor and work your way up. But because this side of the van isn't going to have any cabinets or anything to cover this, I think it's more important to have a full board up here. I just think it'll look nicer if it has full boards going down, and then for this build out, down below on the floor is going to be covered by cabinets and a seat. So I think that's why I'm going to start at the top and then work my way down. Finally done with one side. Honestly, this took a little bit longer than I was expecting. I was hoping to get started on this side, but that didn't happen today. I'm super happy with how this turned out. We got the light switches that look nice and clean with the dimmer. This is going to be a USB outlet so you can charge your phones. We got a 110 that runs off of the Goal Zero. All of the wires are set up and connected. Got this side all trimmed out, looks awesome. Right here is some wiring for a reading light that I'll put in later. That should be coming in the mail soon. And other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. So that's where I'm gonna leave today. I'll wake up tomorrow and get going on the other side. See you then. Okay, good morning. We are back at it. Yesterday we finished one side. Today we're hopefully going to finish the other. I'm starting a little bit earlier today, and if you can't tell, can't see my breath, it is really cold, but that's okay. Let's just jump right into it. So really quickly on this side, it's not going to be a whole lot different. This bed bump out area is going to be the same. The only difference up here is there's going to be upper cabinets all the way up here. So this is a big problem. It's not flush, it comes out past my framework, but I'm going to just bring the shiplap right up to it and then start it again on this side. And because there's going to be upper cabinets and stuff here, I'm not super worried about that. And then down here, I'm actually going to have plywood on there because I'm planning on putting tile in the van. So that's where that's going to go. I think that'll look really nice. So all in all, I hope I have enough shiplap left to finish this project. I would really hate to have to go to the store, buy some more, and then repaint them. So fingers crossed. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. This morning I thought I might not have enough boards to finish a job, and I was right. So I have enough to finish like the small pieces, like framing out the bed frame. I could probably finish down here. This was the last board I had that was long enough, but the tongue or the half lap was on the wrong side. So I'm gonna have to prime and paint that myself, which isn't a big deal, but I'm definitely gonna have to go to the store to get like 2 more boards, which is unfortunate. But I mean, so far it's looking pretty good. Okay, back from Home Depot, got my 2 boards that I needed. So let's finish up these walls, then I can get to touching up the paint, hiding the screws, hiding the nails, and painting those boards that I needed to prime and paint. So let's just keep it going. So before I do start painting that, I do want to show a pretty handy tip here. When you're trying to find, because the walls are curved, when you're trying to find the best way to measure this out, the best way is not to measure it. You actually just put it where you want it. I want to line these seams up right here, so I put it where I want it, get a pencil, and I just scribe the back. And you notice it isn't a perfectly straight line, but what you do is you go up to your miter saw and you can change the angle that you cut it, line it up with that line, cut it, and it's just simple as that. So I didn't show you guys on the other side how I framed out this top part right here so that it's nice and smooth and you don't see inside or anything like that. So you can see I got the edges all trimmed out, or not trimmed out, but filled out, and then I'll add trim to it. So what I do is with this top part right here, I get this piece of shiplap. I'm also gonna have to paint this one, but I seat that in there just like that, and then with these trimmed out pieces right there, it'll support that, and then on the other side and underneath I'll have a board that connects to that, which then squares it up and frames it out. And then with my trim pieces, I cover these edges here, and then I have corner trim. You can see 90-degree angle corner trim, and then that's what frames out the other side. right, I am beyond happy with how this turned out. So this side is all completely in. The bed bump out is done. And over here, let me just explain what I did. So this is gonna be where the tile goes. So this is just a sheet of plywood, and I put as many screws as I can. I think in houses it's every 8 inches on the corners, and I believe it's 12 inches in the field is what they call it, but I just put them in right on the studs, as many as I could, and that way, and they're all nice and flush. I made sure they're not sticking out past the plywood. So the tile will stick straight to this, and the countertop itself will come right up to the edge here. So that's why I only brought it down to there. But for the rest of it, I could not be more stoked about this. It looks fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun putting all this stuff in. I think it makes the whole van look like less of a van and more of a home. So on that, if you guys like the video, make sure you let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.